Do you have any pet peeves?
We sure do. Today, we're counting down our top 10 pet peeves for RV campgrounds.
That's what we're fixing to show you.
Hey y'all, I'm Cole.
And I'm Dawn.
And we're younger every day.
On this channel, we take you on amazing adventures, do product reviews, and share tips and tricks just like this one.
If you haven't subscribed, go ahead and click that and be sure to ring the bell so you get notified every time we post a new video. The reason that we're doing this video today is that several nights ago, I turned on our exterior light on the back side of the trailer. And then not long after that, somebody bangs on the door real loud. And I was like, whoa, what was that? And as I went to the door, I looked and thought, oh, the light's on. Turned the light off, opened the door, nobody's there. And so I thought, okay. So I walked outside, I'm like, hello, hello. And I walked around, and about the time I got to the front of the trailer, I heard a door slam next door. And I thought, well, maybe our light was shining on their RV and they got upset and banged on the door, but then when the light went off, they gave up. I don't know. So that kind of made us start thinking about pet peeves, and so, you know, that's what we decided to do this.
Playing into someone else's pet peeve
Apparently,
accidentally.
yeah.
Sorry about that.
So that's why we decided to count down our top 10 pet peeves for RV campgrounds. Number 10, when someone parks right next to your rig, even though there are lots of other spaces open.
There must be like 30 open spaces and these people decide to park right here? Seriously? Whatever. So this has to do with those campgrounds where you pick your own spot. And if there are no other spots available, totally understandable. If it's the last 50 amp spot and you have a 50 amp rig, totally understandable. But if there are a ton of other spots, it can get kind of annoying.
I mean, to me, if I do it, I feel like I'm encroaching on somebody's space, and so that's how I feel. And, you know, if you do that to us, you're gonna regret it, because every night the stomping circus comes to town.
We try not to, but kids.
It always happens. Number 9.
Loud music.
Oh my gosh, do you hear that? I hope it doesn't wake the kids up. So this has only happened to us a couple times, but I can remember distinctly last fall when we pulled into a campground and, you know, we're outside and somebody's just blaring their music. And you know what? It's fine. During normal hours, it's really no big deal. As long as it's not like a bunch of bad language or something or bad content. It's no big deal, and sometimes we even like the music. But sometimes you're like putting the kids to bed and somebody's blaring music outside, and it can make it kind of tough to get the kids down. It's low on the list because it's not that big of a deal, but it does kind of bug us. There was one guy in particular that did that, and he also was known for yelling outside, so I call him Yelly McLoudpants. So anyway, if you do that around us, you're gonna get a nickname. Number 8, bright lights.
Oh my gosh, where's that stupid light coming from? So this is annoying mostly when it's at night and somebody's bright lights are shining right in your window. Now the lights around the bottom of the trailer, a light out for you to see what's going on, that doesn't bother us. But when you have a bright light shining right in your window, it kind of is annoying.
Yeah, and obviously we know that we apparently did that to somebody, or we at least think we did that to somebody, so you know,
we understand.
We feel their pain, I guess, yeah. So number 7,
parking in an empty spot.
We're driving through looking for a place to park. We see an empty spot, and lo and behold, somebody's parked a big black truck right there and taking the whole space. I can't imagine whose truck this could be. So this goes back to places where you can pick your spot. And there's a couple things I want to just note. So one, in these types of campgrounds, yes, when you are like getting your space, if you're moving in or maybe you drove in ahead of your rig, you can park in there and claim it. That's not what we're talking about. What we're thinking about is when we're coming in and somebody's got 2 vehicles like we do, and rather than, you know, finding a place to park them, they've decided to park one of them in a spot. And this is especially a problem if that's like one of the only few spaces or if it's a really nice space. So, you know, again, it's low on the list, but that's something that can be frustrating when you're pulling into a campground. Number 6, walking through other people's spots. Okay, y'all, so I'm really excited to tell you about this new thing that we've been working on. You know, just want to share it with you, and oh my gosh, that person just walked through our site.
So this one doesn't really bother me, but other people sometimes get a little frustrated about it. He has an issue with, you know, if somebody walks by your window, like right outside your door. He doesn't like that. I don't know. It doesn't bother me.
Only if spaces are, only big spaces, like when it's tight quarters, whatever. Which leads us to number 5, knocking on someone's door early or late.
Okay, so we've had this happen a couple times. We are not early risers, but we've had people come knock on our door at like 7 or 8 o'clock in the morning and want us to be like, hi, what's up? And have a long conversation, guys. Where we have to jump out of bed, get dressed so that we're decent, and come here to the door. Don't expect us to be like super bubbly.
Number 4.
Talking loud right outside our window.
I told you that's not what you're supposed to be doing.
Well, I'm trying to do what you told me to.
You weren't listening then.
Oh my gosh.
No.
People are talking outside the window again, right here, having an argument. I'm trying to sleep. So this is when someone's having a conversation right outside your window. And during the day, no big deal. I mean, unless you're a night shift person, you're trying to sleep, which that would bother you too, I'm sure. But at night, 3 in the morning, if I wake up and somebody's out there talking loudly on their cell phone, arguing with their mom or whatever, I don't know, that's kind of frustrating. And I might come outside, but then again, I may not. Number 3, trash in the site when you move in. Okay, y'all, so we just got set up here and got the bikes off and stuff, and I just noticed there's like trash everywhere. All kinds of stuff. People left behind. Not cool. So not cool.
So we've gone to a couple of places. The one I'm thinking about is one where we were assigned a spot and we pulled in and there are beer cans all over the place and it's just a mess.
Yeah.
That was not fun. I don't particularly like cleaning up our trash.
No.
We do it, but I don't like it. I definitely don't want to clean up somebody else's. It's no fun.
It's not fun when somebody leaves a mess behind and you got to clean it up. That's a bummer. Number 2.
Parking over the line. Yeah, so between those guys over there and these guys right here, we only have 14 feet. There's no way we're going to fit.
So this one applies to places where, you're assigned a spot. In this particular instance, we had pulled into a place. Dawn had spent like 20 minutes talking to the ranger about where can we fit, what spaces are available. We have a long rig, there, and they said, oh, got a great site, 65 feet long, 25 feet wide, it'll be perfect. I was like, yes, okay, let's go there. So we go, we pull in, and we start backing in, and I'm thinking, where are the lines? I don't know, this looks really tight. We park in there, and then we start measuring, and we realize that our 25-foot space has been brought down to 14 feet because the little bitty trailer on one side parked over the line and then ran their slide out, and the fairly small Class A parked over the line and ran their slide out. So now I have like inches on either side if we run the slides out, and we were like, well, we're not gonna run the slide out and lock these people in and block their door. So we decided to move, but it was a bummer because that was the biggest spot around.
And it took us an hour of pulling in, figuring out, measuring, deciding not to be jerks and block somebody's
It cost us a lot of time. And finally, number 1, dogs off leash. Oh my gosh, do you see this dog right here with no leash? Stay back, kids.
There are a lot of people who do this. They let their dogs off the leash. And maybe for a lot of people it's not a big deal. But we have kids.
Yeah.
We have kids who will go up and try to talk to these dogs. We try to teach them not to. But we have little ones.
They want to pet them.
Yeah, and we don't know about these dogs. We don't know if they're nice or not or whatever.
I worry about them getting knocked down. I worry about them getting bitten. I worry about, just a dog threatening them and them getting scared. And so, we don't like to see it when people let their dogs off leash. There's dog parks, or there are at least signs up that say, keep your dog leashed at all times. So,
every park
I feel like you
we've ever
should.
been to, that's something they say, but every park we've ever been to, there are dogs off the leash.
Pretty much, yep. And that doesn't even begin to address all the other problems that can come with dogs off leash.
True. So those were our top 10 pet peeves for RV campgrounds. Now we want to know, what are some of yours?
Yeah, did we miss some? Did we leave something out? Did we get something wrong? Let us know in the comments below. Well, we hope you enjoyed the video and got a few laughs. If you liked it, give us a thumbs up. If you hated it, give us a thumbs down. Whatever, If you haven't subscribed already, go ahead and do that so you don't miss out on any of our fun videos.
Thank you so much for watching. We hope you check out some of our other videos.
So, making a list of pet peeves after we probably stepped on someone else's pet peeve. Getting it right or wrong, I don't know. It's just another way that we're living younger every day.
We'll see you in the next one.